Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. So, like I said before, today we're going to be working a little bit more on the actual wiring up of the electronics bay. So, this is my first time doing this, and so I had to do a bit of reading and some video watching and whatnot, and I think we've got it figured. And what we're going to do is, this is my AV base sled. Okay, you'll see the altimeter is on this side. Now, normally I have a GPS that's on the other side, but currently that's in another rocket. So when this is all said and done and good to go, it's gonna have a lot more going on with it. But for today, the part that we really wanna hash out is we wanna take some of this 22 gauge wire and we wanna be able to link up the channels that we want for our dual deploy rocket. Our dual deploy rocket is gonna be ejecting the drogue chute with the deployment charge that's already built into the rocket, the engine itself. So I'm not going to be actually hooking that up for any kind of additional charge. What we're going to use this for is pre-programmed. This is the Featherweight Altimeter's Blue Raven altimeter, and what I'll be doing is I'll be using the phone app as well after it's all wired up to set the exact feet in the air, the altitude that I want this to deploy the main parachute, and I'll have a backup charge for that about 200 or 300 feet below that just in case. All right. So today we're just going to be linking up two of the channels for the main parachute deployment primary charge and the secondary backup charge. Okay, so step by step. Hope you enjoy. So you'll see here we have some crimps, okay? It's like a crimp connector, and this just makes it a little easier for us to get in and out of the rocket and swap things out. So I am gonna be putting some of these wires into here and matching ends on the other side. Over here, I have some already pre-cut 6-inch sections of the wire that I need. I was doing some measuring before, and that's all I should need really. I have a little extra slack too. I'm gonna actually strip a little bit on the ends of these so they can fit into our channels over here. You can see I'll be using the main one, and for reasons I won't have to explain now, also the fourth one, okay? And on top of that, if all goes well, we'll get to the point where we might test it with an active match, okay? Safety first though. And now these connect like this. And you can see it goes red, red, black, black, red, red, black, black. All right, we got the rocket in simulation right now with these lights set up to tell us if our main and our backup main go off on time. Should light up when we hit the right altitude. There's one. That's at 700 feet. And let's see if our backup lights up at 500 feet. Wonderful. So this is actually a bit of what the AV bay is eventually going to fully look like. Now this isn't totally, I took the nuts off, and this isn't wired up with our E-matches that'll come through that hole and that hole and go into the charge wells with the black powder and the stuffing and the tape. But the altimeter electronic part, this is pretty much complete. So if we open this part up, it takes a little bit of wiggling. Okay. You can look down in here. Now the GPS will go on the top side there. On the bottom you have the altimeter, and I will pull that out here. Okay. So you can see our quick link that we've got here. It's all taped up, and it's in our little channels here that make it easy to connect the matches and disconnect the matches. Okay, so give me a moment and we're gonna do the light bulb test again with this and call it a day. All right, now we've got everything hooked up, and we're waiting to see our main light up for the main parachute deploy, and at 700 feet, and then watch it have the backup. That's the main, and now the backup at 500 feet. Bingo bango, it all worked out.